Hello. Oh shit. Very cold today. I think it's cold, but my mum says it's not cold. I think she's a bit suspicious of me, but I think she'd rather not know that I was using than know about it, because she doesn't know what to do anymore. I don't know what to do anymore either. I'm very disappointed that I did use. Fuck's sake. Yeah, I'm very disappointed in myself for using. It was only one day, 2 bags, but it still feels like I'm going through withdrawals, which I shouldn't be. But I do think when you're still on Suboxone and you use, and then you go back on Suboxone, I think jumping from one to the other like that is actually worse, because every time I just use for one day, as I said, I do get a reading from it, but at the same time I get a very bad feeling after I've used, which I suppose everyone gets. But yeah, I've been feeling terrible today. It's about 5 o'clock. I've been in bed all day, so I know I have a few comments to reply to, but I have friends that I need to get back to as well. I'm supposed to be recording a song later with a friend, but I really can't push myself to do it. Motivation is gone, and this happens every time I use. I lose all my motivation. Feels like I'm trapped in a depression sort of thing, because it's not that I'm sick, I'm just very cold and very down. I never seem like I'm down. I always can talk, but if you see me in my house, you would know that I'm depressed. But I only have myself to blame for this depression, because I know it's not caused by anything other than drugs. I haven't been smoking any weed today. It probably would help, but last night I smoked most of my weed, and yeah, it just it wasn't doing much for me. I've said it before, you can't fix this problem with drugs. Saying that Suboxone does stop the sickness, but that is something you can fix with drugs, but it's the mental side of this addiction that is really the hardest. The physical side, you dirty twat, sorry. The physical side is bad, but the mental side is hard for people who are weak-minded like myself. I have a very weak, people say that an addictive personality doesn't exist, and I sort of believe that because a doctor told me that, but I feel like I've mentally convinced myself that I have an addictive personality. I was always sort of hoping that the heroin was a phase, and I did used to go through a lot of phases, but I think it was a phase to start with. I just wanted to try it. I'd seen so many films about it, and I don't know, I always sort of like the taboo things in life, things that you're not supposed to like, so I sort of was always going to try heroin, but there's not a day goes past I actually wish I'd never even took any drugs. I wish I'd never smoked weed. I sort of think taking drugs and taking heroin especially, it's like opening Pandora's box. Once you open Pandora's box, you can never close it, and that's what this addiction sort of feels like. Even when I'm going through periods of being clean, I still feel like I'm tied to this addiction. Oh, there's something wrong with my car. Yeah, I feel like I'm tied to this addiction somehow. And I'm never going to get away from it. That's why I'm sort of facing it head on with these videos, but I'm sort of losing my motivation to do this. The only reason I record these videos is because I literally haven't really talked to anyone all day. I'm supposed, as I said earlier, I'm supposed to be doing a song later, but I have no motivation to do it. I'm supposed to go to work today, my voluntary job, but I didn't even call in sick for that. I just didn't show up. They're probably going to know something's up because they know about my addiction. I'll probably just be honest with them because I've been honest with them before, so it's nothing new. Fuck. Hate this. Hate this fucking life I have now. Saying that, I do love things that I have in my life. I love my son. I feel very ashamed that I keep doing this to myself, and I feel like I'm the only one to blame. It's sort of true, but I'm not the only one fucking my life up. 27 years old and I don't have a job. I've worked for years, but the addiction sort of stopped that. So now I feel like I'm just sort of existing. It's not a way to live. If anyone watching these videos hasn't tried heroin and is thinking of trying it, just don't do it. Trust me, it's not worth it. You're probably thinking that's rich considering you just used the other day, but it sort of doesn't feel like a choice when I do it. It obviously is a choice, but in my head it just feels like it's one last hit. But we all know there's never just one last hit. Maybe I could make that one my last hit. Maybe there's a way to do that, but at the minute I just feel hopeless. I'm coming up to the chemist now, so I'm going to stop this video soon. I don't really feel like I have anything interesting to say other than I don't want to use again. I'm going to keep making these videos. If I do use again, I'm just going to stop making them because I can't keep making a fool out of myself like this. I know I need rehab. It's just, it means I have to tell a lot of people who think I'm doing well that I'm not doing well, and that's the hardest bit. I've lost my son before because of this addiction, and I feel like I'm just going to lose him again if I come clean. So it is very hard. This is very difficult for me. I'm sure it's difficult for everybody, but as I say, I feel like I'm a very weak person, and this addiction has sort of fueled that, made me feel weak. So here I am at the chemist again. I'm going to go in and get my subs. Hopefully they make me feel a bit better. I took them yesterday and I felt like shit afterwards. I actually felt better before I had the subs than what I did after. But I know if I had missed yesterday's dose, I would have had a rough night last night. So I don't know. I'm going to go and get my subs now, and I'll maybe do another video on the way home. But I might not. Thanks for everyone for supporting me during this. And I know some of you think I should go to rehab. I think I should too, but I've been thinking that for years. I've been to rehab before, but as I say, I wasn't addicted to opiates back then, so this would be a different sort of rehab for me. Maybe I will go, maybe I won't. Maybe I'll do my rehab online. I don't know. If anyone has any suggestions for me, feel free to send them away. I haven't really been replying to comments because I've been feeling like shit. But maybe tonight I'll start replying to people. Roberta and Derek, if you're watching, I'll maybe give you a call later. I don't really like calling too much because my mum's always in the house, so it's hard for me to speak frankly. But I need to reach out to somebody. I need some sort of advice, and as I say, if anyone has any advice for me, please send it my way, and I'll be sure to get back to you. But yeah, this is my second day clean, really. Yesterday I was clean, so maybe this is the second day of the rest of my life, who knows. I'll try not to use, and if I do use again, that's it, these videos are over. That's what I'm going to say, because I can't keep making a fool of myself. But anyway, I'll speak to you all again. Everyone keep clean, and we'll all beat this addiction together. Alright? Cheerio.